My mom came out of the institutions and the psychologists' years. She became every diagnosis that they gave her. She transformed because she no longer had her own identity. Her identity was the diagnosis that was given her. And I saw it time and time again. One day she decided that she, after having been electric shock therapy, being considered a multiple personality, all these other things, and having gone far enough to be able to take matters into her own hands, she decided to put herself up on the hill. And that's a Native American term for what it is that she did, not knowing that it was a cultural similarity. And that she decided to go to her friend's house, which was up on the top of this hill that had no running water, no electricity. So she would go out and she would gather her own water. She would be up there with the mountain lions and all of nature. There was a huge tree behind her that was covered with moss that was in a complete circle. And that is where she gathered her medicine to heal. She found her way to be able to heal. And after a year's period of time, she brought herself down from the hill to be able to reintegrate with the everyday people. Being my mother's daughter and watching her go through all of this, the feelings that I had and had adopted was fear of letting people know what's going on with you because of the fact that they may misunderstand you and not see you for what's really going on, or that something is a gift, and change that to the point where you're considered sick and have to be medicated or locked up. It's debilitating to be able to not go ask a professional for help when you would like to discuss it. You would like to have it out on the table where it's not related to anybody around you sometimes, but the fear is so deep that they're not going to get me. Cultural competency, being in a position of being the professional and needing to know everything that somebody's coming in and asking you for help, doesn't mean that you're not discovering each other. They need to discover you as much as you need to discover them. And being that provider, that you're not saying, I don't know, it's tell me more. Find out more. Bring that information out. Become a partner that somebody can find out about you as much as you find out about them. And I know that's not the way the professionals usually work, but you are not going to get an answer from a lot of cultures if you don't share something about yourself. You got to figure out how that works for you in your guidelines, but I'm not going to tell you anything unless you tell me something about you. Unless there's that trust and that relationship. Mitakuyayasan is the Lakota word for all my relations. We're related. We need that relationship. We need that relationship. If you don't have that relationship and you don't have that understanding, you don't get to understand how somebody sees things differently than you, that's why we're all different. That's what makes it beautiful, is that discovery process and walking and watching somebody heal in a way that you could never have anticipated.